bring up another warrior in the state legislature, and that is our own Reginald Jones Sawyer. Assembly member, thank you. Assembly member, thank you.
My name is Reggie Jones Sawyer. I'm the assemblyman of the 59th Assembly District. You're sitting in the 59th Assembly District. And for me, saving and advancing our boys and men of color is of imperative issue for me. Not only for me, our community, is for our state and our nation. The California Endowment, under the leadership of Dr. Ross, has committed $50 million to this effort over a 10-year period. That means not only are we investing the money in, but we're going to stay here to make sure that the job gets done, and they'll be saluted for that. I also authored this year AB 549, the public safety bill, which gets school police off of campuses and get more mental health professionals, resource officers, and counselors on campuses. And AB 547, which determines what reasons you need to send someone to continuation schools. Lately, they've been used as a vehicle to send kids that are willfully defiant off of campus into that system. And what that system is the school to prison, what I heard the other day, superhighway. We have a school to prison superhighway that we need to shut down immediately. If not yesterday, we need to start dismantling that superhighway today. Also, later today, the Speaker Perez will announce the appointment of the Select Committee on Justice Reinvestment to break the cycle of recidivism and restore real rehabilitation in the school prisons. I will be the co-chair of, one of the co-chairs of that committee. As someone who's over the budget for prisons, we spend probably about 90%, even more, on incarcerating people. We spend less than maybe 5% on rehabilitation. The only way we're going to get out of this in an economic way is to get people back into this community and be productive, pay their taxes, raise their children, and be productive members of the society. And the only way you're going to do that is on the back end. So that's why I'm extremely grateful for what we're doing on the front end. And then finally, this whole program of sons and brothers. I have a son who went through LA Unified, and at an early age, he was identified as willfully defiant. The teachers sat with me and told me what they needed to do, from putting him in special classes to putting him on Ritalin, and if I didn't cooperate, they would suspend him, and ultimately he would be expelled because he didn't act appropriately. I didn't act appropriately, and I stood up for my son, to the point where Mr. Dacey almost had to be escorted from the class. But I will tell you, the next year, he had a wonderful teacher that understood him. He was a straight-A student, and this year, in June, he graduated from Morehouse College. With a degree in math and biology, and he wants to be a doctor. On the brother side, which I don't mention a lot, I have a brother that's been blind since birth, and he's in the DC area. And he wanted to bring his CNI dog to class. The system was set up to where you couldn't bring the CNI dog. So he sat in front of the principal's office and wouldn't move until he could bring his CNI dog. That created a lot of commotion in the DC system. Ultimately, he won. He was able to keep a CNI dog. He also got to Braille, being able to get readers, all the help that a lot of these students just need. English language learners, it's the same thing. I am happy to report my brother has gotten his PhD from Bowie State College. And I usually tell this story to young people who say, the system is keeping me down, I can't get by. I tell them, I know someone that was handicapped and get over. But right now, he's employed in the DC school system. He just got promoted to assistant principal and a dean of boys, and he handles discipline. And the funny thing that he tells me is, whenever someone acts up, smoking on campus or ditching school, he'll bring them in, and he'll say, I saw you smoking behind the thing. And they'll look around, they'll try to figure out, what he's talking to, and he said, son, Ray Charles can see you did something wrong. So I think we would have missed out on a wonderful, wonderful teacher. We would have missed out on a wonderful, wonderful person in the school system if we had not remove those barriers to him to be able to be successful. And so I commend Dr. Ross on all that they're doing. Our cause is a just one, and I'm determined to bring justice to it so our sons and brothers will not just survive but thrive. My sleeves are rolled up. The bar has been raised. I am ready for this 10-year campaign. Thank you.